Technology hosting today's program. I welcome all the participants for today's webinar titled Design of Electric Powered Bicycle on behalf of management, principal, vice principal, dean, academics. We welcome all of you for today's webinar. Now, I would like to introduce today's resource person, Dr. N. Lakshmipati, Professor and Head of Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, who is serving our institution from past 23 years. He pursued his doctorate degree from NITK Surathkal. His research areas are illumination design for indoor and outdoor application. He is also working for energy conservation on drives and its application. He is also working for electric powered bicycles. He has published 13 international papers and 16 national papers and 11 conferences and 2 in international symposiums. We welcome you, sir, for today's session. Now I hand over the session to Dr. Lakshmipati, sir. Over to Lakshmipati, sir.
Thank you, Professor Daphne. Thank you. Is my screen sharing is visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
A very good afternoon to the management, principal, vice principal, dean, HODs, faculty members, students, and the participants. So today I am here to discuss or discuss about the findings or whatever the work behind the project which has been done under the design of electric powered bicycle. So why this electric powered bicycle is so important is, so according to the global warming and scarcity of the traditional resources are becoming major problems in the current scenario. Due to the economic challenges India is facing in automotive sector, the hybrid bicycle market has a huge growth potential. People try to move towards the clean energy. Moreover, the vision of the electric engine which supports the muscular strength become reality. Bicycles with such an supporting electric engine belonging to the innovative vehicle which are suitable for everyday life. In face of the pollution and permanent traffic jams, electric bikes have the potential of solving such issues and making it more energy efficient and environmental friendly. Accordingly, a continuous trend towards the electric bicycles can be expected simultaneously all over India. So it becomes very necessary to manufacture the electric cycles so cheaply that common people in our country can afford to buy it. The currently existing electric scooters are far more costly, and due to budgetary constraints, a middle class person cannot afford such a locomotive at his place. Along with the development of technologies, the theory must be also implemented to design and manufacture a product that can be sold off at a greater frequency, which has a very low production cost and one that is of the good quality. In order to implement one such plan to make the design of the product in such a manner that it can be completed with the existing e-bikes in the market, the large use of the traveling vehicles has increased the problems connected in the air pollution and to the use of petroleum. The human sensibility for the energetic and environmental problems is encouraging the research in alternative solutions for the automotive fields as multiple fueling, hybridization, and electrification. At the same time, particularly as concerned urban areas, new standards have imposed substantially modern modification in the mobility. In this context, a vehicle as electrical assisted bike can be considered a promising alternative vehicle for both personal mobility and goods delivery, especially for small and medium distances. So with this, now I'm going for the introduction. The electric bicycle offer a clean alternative to travel short to a moderate distance rather than driving a gasoline power car. In recent years, the price of the crude oil has increased significantly. As we observe right now, the petrol or the diesel has reached its rate of 100 currency. The electric bicycle is a part that can promote cleaner technology. Bicycle is easy to handle, it's lightweight and do not cost money to operate. It has many distinct qualities which make it even special over the other vehicles. Similar to this, e-bikes, on the other hand, is a modified version of the electric powered bicycle. So in continuation, in transportation, we have seen advanced developments in the high-tech vehicles. Still, the importance of bicycle cannot be neglected. However, we have the high-tech vehicles, so we travel. Still, the bicycle cannot be neglected because it has a lot of advantages and it has a very good trend in the modern technology. The motor is used in order to give external power to make the bicycle to move and provide a rider comfortable. E-bike is better than the normal bike because the rider can get additional power when he required during the pedaling. So the history says in this way, it is surprising to know the experiment done to make bicycle to function on electricity was done quite long ago. The record says that the first electric bike was already available during 1890s. That is on 19 September 1895. The person by name Bolton has patented the application for electric bicycle. The bicycle ran at 10 volts battery supply. The earlier version of e-bikes are technically low quality bikes operated mostly on less effective lead acid batteries, which had less steadiness to give the full power to the motor. In earlier days, the batteries were heavy and bulky. In recent newer models, that is in the new trends, these batteries have been modified under the small size such as nickel metal hydride, nickel cadmium, and lithium ion batteries. These batteries are light in weight, powerful, and dense in their capacity. Dense in the capacity is with respect to the charge density in the battery, so will be more compared to the other batteries like the lead acid or the other batteries. Supporting to drive the long and fast, giving maximum durability in terms of power and performance. So this objective of this today's presentation is a design is attempted to build an electric powered bicycle which is more energy efficient, and to study and compare the performance characteristics of an electric powered bicycle on, that is SMF and lithium ion batteries. So what is the overview of this project is to promote clean and energy efficient vehicles, that is e-bikes, for delivering the goods and passenger transport among private and public bodies in urban areas as an alternative to conventional fossil fuels vehicles. So to reduce the congestion, save energy, and to create new market opportunities under the economy. So what is the problem statement is the use of fossil fuels or non-renewable resources to the power vehicle is causing the depletion of these resources. Already the resources like the crude oil is not obtained in the nature as it is been extracted as earlier. With increase in the air pollution in urban areas and scarcity of fuels, the electric bike is in great demand, but it's not used by most of the people because of lack of awareness. To design an efficient e-bike and to increase the awareness level of the consumers towards the e-bike and to improve the economy. So coming to the block diagram of electric powered bicycle, so here it is been projected with 5 blocks. So the first block shows the charger or the converter which receives the AC supply, single phase AC supply of 230 volts with 50 hertz. So this AC is being stepped down and been converted to a voltage of 12 volts. That 12 volt DC is being connected or being supplied for the storage battery through the converters. So this battery can support for driving the PMDC motor, that is permanent DC motor. It is a brushless permanent DC motor, and this DC motor can support for driving the bicycle with the human as a load, with the rider as a load. So that is about the block diagram. So the hardware and the controller components which are required for this electric powered bicycle are, so initially the bicycle, second is the throttle, the third is the BLDC motor, that is brushless DC motor, the next is the battery, control unit, battery charger, speedometer, and the display unit. So what is the methodology adapted or the method used to fabricate or to process this electric bike is, an electric bicycle is also known as the e-bike, is a bicycle with an integrated electric motor which can be used for propulsion. Many kinds of e-bikes are available worldwide. They use rechargeable batteries, and lighter ones can travel up to 25 kilometers per hour to 32 kilometers per hour. By recharging the battery through the supply will support the backup power for the e-bike. So the types of batteries. So the types of batteries when you can, but I have taken here as a four types. The first one is the lead acid battery. These batteries are bulky and heavy. Although the lead acid batteries are significantly less capable to that of the lithium-ion batteries in terms of energy density, it is likely that they will continue to be used in applications where energy density is not a prime consideration. So when compare this lead acid battery with the lithium-ion battery, so for the same capacity, the capacity here with respect to the batteries is constrained with the amp power for the same amp power of the battery capacity. So when compared with the lead acid with that of the lithium ion, so the lithium ion size will be almost as 1/8 to 1/10 of its size when compared with the lead acid battery. So that means you can imagine. So next, coming to the lithium ion. So a lithium ion battery is a type of rechargeable battery and or the newest standard for portable power. This battery produces the same energy as the nickel metal hydride, but weighs approximately 20 to 35% less when compared with the NiMH, that is nickel metal hydride. Their substances are non-hazardous, but lithium ignites very easily. They require special handling. Unfortunately, fewer consumers. Recycling programs have been established for lithium-ion batteries at this point of time. So the lithium batteries are commonly used for portable electronics and electric vehicles, and are development in the popularity for military and aerospace applications. So the NiMH, that is nickel metal hydride, it requires a less maintenance. They have problems at very high or low room temperatures, and even though they use less hazardous metal, they do not contain heavy metals. They cannot be fully recycled yet. Another main difference between the nickel cadmium and nickel metal hydride is that NiMH, that is nickel metal hydride batteries, offer high energy density than the nickel cadmium. In other words, the capacity of nickel metal hydride is approximately twice the capacity of nickel cadmium for the given size and weight when compared with the nickel cadmium. So the last is the nickel cadmium battery. They are heavy. As this battery contains cadmium, a toxic material, it should always be recycled or disposed properly with care. So the specifications of the battery is taken under the constraints with respect to the power, amp power, and the voltage where these batteries can support. So coming to the first one as the lead acid, the second is the lithium ion, third is the nickel metal hydride, fourth is the nickel cadmium. So when compared with respect to the power and amp hour rating and the voltage where these batteries can develop or can produce after charging is as shown with the table. So among these four types of battery, so the lithium ion, that is the second row, the lithium ion battery as shown with the red color has more power with more amp hour with respect to the battery capacity, with the voltage as more as 24 volts when compared with 12 volts for lead acid or 7.2 volts for NiMH or nickel cadmium. So what is the BLDC motor with controller? Is the brushless DC motor is as shown, is projected in the slide. So this set is also called as the combo, includes 24 volts which runs at a speed of 360 rpm, whose capacity whose wattage is 250 watts with the DC geared motor, and e-bike controller designed to run motor up to 250 watts. This full-fledged combination of motor and controller is great for those wanting to make their own custom electric vehicle, whether it's a scooter or an electric bicycle. This electric motor with the gear reduction produces more low-end torque than any other standard motor. An e-bike controller incorporates under voltage protection for 24 volts. Current limiting feature prevents controller and motor damage due to overcurrent conditioning. So the components are the mounting of the different components is as projected in the figure 4. So the 250 watts BLDC motor is linked with the flywheel using the sprocket. The shaft from the flywheel is then linked to the sprocket on the other end with a housing. The driver from this sprocket to the multi-crank freewheel is attached. The drive from this crank is directly linked with the gear wheel sprocket that facilitates its movement on the road. So the controller is a box which contains the brain of an e-bike. It controls all the electrical systems as well as the BLDC motor and the throttle also. Again, mean to say that this controller has the BJT, that is bipolar junction transistor, which converts the given DC voltage to the AC voltage at that instant. even though it is a brushless DC motor. So let me highlight about the BLDC motor, where at that instant, for 0 to 60 degree with respect to the electrical deviation or electrical degree, where it is going to change its excitation, where this BLDC can also be recognized as the AC synchronous motor. So wherein this controller, with the help of the throttle, will try to accelerate or will try to control the speed with with the change in its output voltage, where it is going to be applied on the BLDC motor. Coming to the battery, to drive the motor, electricity is required, and to fulfill this requirement, we are using a power source in terms of battery. So this battery is a substantial power, where suppose if the rider does not required for pedaling, so this battery can support for to help for the person to travel. So this BLDC motor provides a drive to rear wheel without the necessity of human power. We need an alternative such a motor. So coming to the sensors, the Hall effect sensors helps to locate the position of the permanent magnets, and which coils to activate to keep the motor spinning. So these sensors are again being placed in the controllers. Next, coming to this display unit, it displays the trip information like speed, etc., similar to the instrumentation in the dashboard of the car, which is attached to the handlebar of the bicycle. So this is the fabricated or assembled parts on an electric bicycle as shown in the figure 5. The figure 5 is being taken as a photograph with the lead acid battery. Next, the figure 6 shows for a 250 watts BLDC motor controller. The controller for 250 watts BLDC motor. And the same controller can be operated for the 250 watts of the BLDC motor also, which as on my result analysis with respect to the analysis, where I can conclude. Next, the experimental results is as shown with respect to the figure 7. Projects or use the data where the load voltage with that of the input voltage, that is the input voltage whatever you are going to provide for the motor with respect to the input voltage. So the output voltage on the load will be as linear as shown with respect to the graph, and the current that is observed is almost going to be a constant. You can observe with respect to the graph, where the current is almost maybe as 2 amperes to 2 to 3 amperes is almost constant. So again, with respect to the input voltage versus the speed, so again, as the voltage, output voltage is going to be very linearly, so the speed of your BLDC motor is directly proportional to the output voltage at which the motor works or motor rotates. So comparing with respect to the SMF battery with that of the lithium ion batteries, so the here the graph or the figure 9 shows the comparison of the load voltage versus the current. It is clear from this particular figure, where the lithium ion battery has a constant current characteristic when compared with the SMF battery, even though as the load current as the load current increases on the machine, on the motor, that is the important point where one should know. So in this particular case, so the lithium ion battery will substantially provide a constant load current, even though if the load voltage at which if it is going to change at that instant to instant. So the figure 10 shows the comparison of the load voltage versus the speed in RPM, wherein so the speed obtained under the lithium ion battery seems to be more when compared with the speed that is obtained for the SMF battery for the same motor. It is for the same BLDC motor. So here it is been experimented and being checked with the same load condition. So it is been found. So the lithium ion battery supports for higher revolution per minute when compared with the SMF battery. So again, there is one more particular graph compared with the load voltage versus the speed of the bicycle, that is in terms of kilometer per hour. So with respect to the plot, it is again it has been shown or been drawn the characteristics where the lithium ion battery supports for the higher speed compared to the SMF battery with respect to the plot of the graph or plot of this figure. Why the reason behind one reason behind with respect to the speed of your SMF battery may be less with respect to the speed of lithium ion. The weight of the lead acid battery will be of almost around that is as the size I told you, as the size of the lithium ion is of 1/8 to 1/10 the size of the lead acid. So you can imagine. So wherein the with respect to the size and the weight, that may be one drawback where the speed of your the speed of the bicycle at when connected for SMF may be less. That is one drawback. Secondly, and again, as we have seen with respect to the graph of the figure of 7 to 8, it shows that the lithium ion battery substantially gives a constant current even though the load voltage varies at any instant. So coming to the advantages of the e-bike, so it is fast and flexible, improves fitness, the running cost is very less. They are one of the important future transportation. It is eco-friendly, and again it can be designed under wide variety when the attempt is made for the design. So coming to the drawbacks or the disadvantage of the e-bike, so initial cost is a little more compared to the normal bike or normal bicycle. The why it is more means because of the controller, BLDC motor, and the additional parts what is required to modify the normal bicycle to the e-bike. So that is where the cost will be more. The battery has a short lifespan. Battery charge time is long, considerably heavier. So coming to the at the end, that is the future scope, with some of the India's biggest automobile makers getting involved in the electric vehicles segments. E-bikes, scooters, and bikes are going mainstreams. Indigenous startups like Anther Energy, Torque Motorcycles, Mflux, Ultraviolet Automotives, Orexa Energies, and Eula adding to influx backed by the government make in India innovative. So coming to the second scope, the government of India has fixed a target of taking the electric vehicles production up to 30% of two-wheelers and cars by 2030, that is 2030, from the current stance of less than 1%. The sector holds immense scope since middle and lower income groups are often hit by the hike in fuel price and hence are most likely to make the big switch from the petrol and diesel run automobiles to electric vehicles. So coming to the conclusion now. So the design of electric powered bicycle has been implemented with a suitable methodology, and electric powered bicycle is fabricated. A detailed study is made by comparing the performance characteristics of an electric powered bicycle on SMF and lithium ion batteries. Thank you for your patience hearing. So I should thank all the participants and all the listeners. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. Participants, if you have any doubts, you can unmute and ask or post your questions in the chat box. If you have any doubts, you can post your questions in the chat box as well. Okay. So thank you, sir. Thank you for this wonderful and informative session.
Once again, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
1 second.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Professor Lakshmurthy, for your presentation on electric powered bicycle.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you.
My question is, why we should convert normal bicycle to this one motorized bicycle? What's the motivation behind it?
A very good question. See that all the persons may not be as strength as X or Y. Mean to say that maybe all the individuals will not have the same energy level in their body. And once again, we cannot also say that you will be strengthy in all your age, in all your age. So that particular case, sometimes, obviously, I agree with your question. Pedaling may give rise to the exercise for the body, and wherein it
Exactly.
the fitness of the body, obviously.
Yes.
But it is a substantial power where you are going to have as a secondary where if you are very tired at that particular instant, so you can make use of this to ride your bicycle.
Your bicycle will be in hybrid one.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
can
sir.
paddle also.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Okay, one more question that you are telling this one, this bicycle will be pollution free and all these things. Some kind of that motivation is also there, no? You told this
Obviously.
one global warming, something we were talking in the beginning.
Yes, yes, yes. Obviously.
Okay, here you are using, I think, lithium battery.
Yes, yes.
And don't you think, sir, this one just you are shifting the location of environmental pollution? Where from you will be drawing the power? You have to burn coal.
Power.
You may be shifting your pollution from urban to some places where this one thermal power plant is there. Or it is possible only if solar energy is available. Am I correct, sir?
No. It can be make use of this electric power supply wherever it's available. As per your question, I agree with that. As the electric to convert the what you call the natural resource to the electric power, again there is a conversion where you have to burn the wood or the coal, or secondly, and now a new what you call trend is towards the renewable energy. That is where I'm working behind this, where the cycle itself, the body of the cycle, where you will be having the solar vapor, which can be fixed on the frame or on the mudguards, and will be provided, which where it can support for the generation of electric power through the renewable source, that is solar power.
That is what I'm telling. If it is possible only if solar energy is available. And one more thing is, you are using this one lithium. and you have to go for mining, and there itself will be having some kind of pollution, no? Whenever you go for this one lithium mining.
Obviously, once if you decide to have a what do you call a luxury life, at one point we have to get compromised with some other factor like.
No, that's what I'm asking. Beginning, you told it is from pollution point of view or something. That's what I'm telling you. Somewhere it has to be this one. You have to trade off, no?
Yeah, obviously. That is what I focused on the disadvantages also.
Okay, that's what I wanted to clarify. Thanks. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor.
Dr. Lakshmipati.
Sir, good evening, sir. Tell me, sir.
So now, first of all, very good presentation.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir. Sir, I'm sorry, sir.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Not properly, sir. Not properly, sir. Tell me, sir.
Yeah, sir, there is some disturbances.
Sir, now you tell me, sir. Now it's possible to hear me, sir.
Okay. Now, what I want you to see KGF, at least our faculty or our student, 1 or 2 students should come with your electric vehicle or bicycle. So you should do it so you can make this things very interesting.
Sure, sir.
Are you thinking the direction or simply you have made it and kept it?
Yes, sir. I'll follow up it, sir.
Or you would have done it in such a way that you would have used it. Or myself would have used it. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So think in that direction. Okay. This will have a lot of impact on the people, on the students in the faculty. 1 or 2 students or the faculty are coming with electric bicycles. Am I right?
Yes,
we should not shy away with all those things. These are all the innovative actions. Am I right?
Yes,
encouraging people to do, all sort of things.
Sir,
will have a greater impact.
Sir, one more information.
We do innovative things.
Sir, one more information behind this, I would like to highlight, sir. Sir, we are still working for one more project on this. There's a continuation for that is regenerative braking, sir, where during the mechanical brake, what you apply for the bicycle, we are going to trap that power through the controller, through the power conversion, where we are going, but we are it has been estimated a power maybe of 10 to 15% can be the power that we can retrieve or we can obtain during the braking system, during the mechanical braking system, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Sir, there is another query. So they've asked that can you use hub motor in place of PMDC motor?
Some modification is required, madam. May I know the student name, please? From
Kumar HS. From Kumar HS, sir. Kumar has asked this question.
Okay, Mr. Kumar. But when you go for using the hub motor, then the hub motor is totally different with your PLDC motor. First point. Next, this PLDC motor can be provided as an additional motor for your normal bicycle. If you are going to purchase for an hub motor, so it is totally different. And once you go for an hub motor, so in place of your hub motor of your bicycle, that is the e-bike, you cannot place or you cannot replace the hub with this PLDC motor, because it will be fixed on the central axis, axle of your wheel, where this hub motor with the wheel and these spokes or whatever is being provided for the wheel to rotate will be in one particular aligned on the same shaft.
Thank you, sir. Anybody has any more queries from the participants? So thank you, sir, for that. Thank you for answering all the questions.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam.
The session was very useful for all of us. So we got to know about the need of electrical bicycles, the various components in electrical bicycles, and the various where it can be used. And we got to know about everything about the electric bicycles, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
So
madam.
I would like to thank our management, Principal Sir, Dr. Syed Arif, Vice Principal Sir, Dr. H.G. Shanoy, Dean Academics, Professor Rukmani Divakaran Ma'am, for their timely support and guidance. I also thank all the HODs and faculties for supporting and conducting this program. I thank all the participants for participating in today's webinar and making it a grand success. Thank you all. Happy evening.
Thank you, madam. Lastly, I would like to thank our management, principal, and HODs, faculty members, students, and my dear participants. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I want students also to participate, at least 10 from each department. Please ensure.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you.